Yes. Say yes to those powerful possibilities. I tell you, I am honored, grateful, privileged, and I'm blessed. Thank God for each and every one of you. I appreciate you simply joining us here today on the number one station in the nation, GMAP Broadcast Network, GMAP1.com. Yours truly, Pastor Kevin, doing what I love because I simply love what I'm doing. And it's a honor, a privilege, and a blessing to have this young lady here with us today, one of our network partners, and I'm excited for her. I'm excited for you. I'm excited for me. And I tell you, with no further ado, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, with no further ado, I am introducing TaLeana to each and every one of you. Good afternoon, TaLeana. How you doing?
I'm great.
Oh,
I'm great, Pastor Kevin, and you.
please, if you have to ask me, I must be slipping. Stop it.
What am I
Stop it.
saying?
I am always on fire. I am honored. Thank you so much for simply joining us here on this afternoon. And let me thank you for accepting the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family as well. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, you can stop by our broadcast network platform. For those of you that are listening through other platforms such as Roku and Amazon Fire TV and such, we want you to stop by GMAP1.com and simply click on the tab that is simply titled Our Partners down in the More area. And of course, when you do that, you'll see a copy and a logo of this outstanding young ladies organization. Click on that, and it will take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about the young lady, the CEO, the partner, and all that, as well as the organization. No further ado, I want you to do me a kind favor. Simply come on board. Introduce yourself. Tell us who you are. Tell us where you're from. Who are you?
Well, my name is TaLeana Williams Hurst, and I am President and CEO of Wally and Xavier's Autistic Kids Can Do. I'm a wife and a mom of twin boys who happen to be on the autism spectrum. They are now 21. They will be 22 in about 2 weeks.
That is so interesting. I tell you, and I got to find out, just for my own personal, informational, however you want to put it, how did all of this begin for you? I mean, what was that root foundation to say, hey, I have to begin to put this information and or organization out there for the people around the world? How did it all begin?
Well, advocacy actually started in the NICU when my boys were born. One developed a condition called necroenterocolitis. And to try to make it short, there was a medication they were providing for him that wasn't working. So I happened to go home and find a newspaper article on a drug called clindamycin. So I brought it back to the hospital and asked the doctor to give my son this medicine, and he flatly told me no, they don't use that medication on children. But then I proceeded to talk to him and let him know that I do have understand how viruses and bacteria work, and then I have a Bachelor of Science degree as well. So I started talking to him because I also went to school for nursing. So then after having that conversation with him and saying a few choice words for him, he looked at me and said, "Okay, all right, Mr. Sirs." And my son was able to do a 180-degree turn.
Wow.
Now, and he's a strapping young man, handsome young man now, 21 years old. And then that planted the seed on learning how to advocate and stand up for my child, because no one told me that it was fatal. And once, of course, that I found out the condition was fatal, I would just went. I just lost it.
Yeah.
I forgot to mention that part. So that was the precursor. So now I know how to advocate. I know how to stand up for my son, for my children, my sons, and then school districts and everything else that came along. This gave me the footprint of learning how to stand up for my son and advocate for my children, and make sure that they get what they need.
Yeah. Wow.
So
I am
that's what
amazed.
started it.
And I'm honored once again. And the organization is in full effect. And if you don't mind, just tell us briefly a little bit about the organization, particularly.
Okay. Well, I'm the parent advocate for the organization. we have what's called a social communication building program. So this enables the kids to get together and to continue to learn how to socialize and communicate with one another. All the children that participate are not by or have special needs challenge. A lot of these kids are neurotypical, and they come along because they've formed relationships with these kids, and they have that peer-to-peer support component to our organization, which is much needed. So the kids come here, they socialize, they communicate. Some of the activities that we do, however, are not here on campus. Some take place in Dave and Buster's. Some takes place in a place called Supercharged Entertainment. They may be at a restaurant. We do bowling consecutively in like 5 to 6 weeks. And we, of course, the highlight is to continue to come to the center to communicate and socialize and have that niche where they feel comfortable and being here at the center, which is their favorite place to be.
Right. Wow.
We also have art, and we also offer dance therapy as well.
Wow. I am just overwhelmed. And of course, if there are some individuals out there listening in on today, and they in fact want to reach out to you and or find a little bit more about you and or the organization, what's the process? I mean, what do they have to do in order to find out more details?
Okay, they can give me a call. Our office number is 908-753-7333, or you can contact me through via email. The email address is wallyandzabies at gmail. That's WALLYN, Z like in zebra, A, V like in Victor, YS at gmail.com.
Wow. Now, I know this is going to be kind of a trick question, but as you go through the process and look over what you've been through, and where you were when it all began and where you are right this moment, and of course that's right here on GMAP Broadcast Network. I don't mind sharing that, but let me ask you this: what's next? What's next for you as well as the organization?
Well, we are continually building. We will need new programs. We want to offer. I happen to be a certified drone instructor as well, and so we want to be able to incorporate programs like a drone class um,
Mm,
to help these kids have another outlet, a way of using technology to make money and to
mm,
have a successful job. I mean, kids play games all the time, so it's which they do here. So drones, the use of drones is just another that we use. And one of our children, young ladies, was able to pass the FAA Part 107 test, and she is now certified commercially to operate drones.
wow, amazing! And I'm just, I'm just overwhelmed and excited. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, dudes and dudettes, you can stop by our broadcast network platform. Click on the tab that is simply titled "Our Partners." You'll see her logo there, and click on that logo. It will take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about her as well as the organization. Now, for those that want to reach out to you and maybe touch base with you on a more individual basis and discuss some things for the future, how is it that you can be contacted personally?
Okay. They can also contact me on my cell number. It's 908-884-4725. We're
Mm,
here to help children of all abilities. I just want to put that out there. So if your child needs socialization skills, and some kids who don't have a diagnosis are all welcome to come and participate. Parents who are struggling with kids who have learning disabilities, not just autism. We have children here that have cerebral palsy as well. All kids of all abilities welcome to participate in any program or anything that we have.
right,
So um, I just want to put that out there so people don't think, oh, my kid has to have a special need to participate in art and dance. No.
right. Wow, amazing. And of course, once again, I'm grateful for you sharing this information. I'm also is just as grateful that you made that decision to become a part, accept the invitation to be a part of our broadcast network family. Looking forward to an awesome event that we're going to be that's going to be taking place in October, and it's going to be discussing more in detail. And of course, we are going to have TaLeana on that panel, so you will be able to call in, ask questions, get resources, suggestions, recommendations. We take all of that in stride. You'll be able to find out what it is that you need to know in order to assist and or be assisted by an organization and a young lady such as this one and her staff. We appreciate you so much. And of course, we're going to continue to do any and everything that we can in order to assist you while you're on this journey. You have our number. We want you to use it, but we want you to call me. Don't be texting, chatting, and tweeting with me. You pick up that phone and call me. Let us know what we can do to assist you in any way, shape, form, or fashion while you're on this journey. And I want you to know the answer will always be yes, and you will never, ever have to ask me twice. I just want you to know that, okay?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much for that.
And of course, I'm going to move over and I am going to allow you an opportunity to speak directly to our viewers and listeners around the world and simply tell them what's on your heart. I'm going to move over and I'm going to simply say to Lena, the floor is yours.
Wow. I have a lot to say. um, First of all, I want to encourage all parents who are seeking some need support. I forgot to mention that also now we have a parent support group. The parents are here to support one another. They actually, I let the parents run the program here. I'm just a participant basically, and they run it. We had our second meeting last night, and it went very, very well. We have a spot here for the kids. If no one has a sitter, the children are welcome to come as well. So, having a child with a disability, of having just diagnosis, it, it's a, it took me about took me a while to cry about it because I couldn't understand this word autism. What kind of word was that word? What was it going to do? What kind of effect was it going to have in my life? How was I going to raise this child now who's not neurotypical? Back in when my boys were born, there were not a lot of services around. And it seemed to me that I had to fight for every, since they were born, I had to fight so much school districts to give my kids what they needed. So, parents, I just want to share, you have the power. If you feel as though something is not right with the educational placement of your child, speak up. The assessments, the testing, and everything can only help your child. It's not something that should be looked at in a negative way. The more information that you have for your child, the better it will be able to make that child have the best life and the educational program that they can have.
Yeah.
Um, Early intervention, good tool. I don't know um, where a lot of you are from, but early intervention is a tool where the county gets involved and assesses your child. It sends people out to not necessarily make a diagnosis, but to come and do some, and give you supported help. Maybe it be occupational therapy, physical therapy, or speech. These are the precursors to a child going into school, especially preschool. So after the age of 3, however, that type of tool is it goes away, and
Yeah.
now usually your children are in school in a self-contained class with the diagnosis of autism, and they are able to progress and get supportive related services as well after the age of 3.
Right.
However, it's the sooner you get your child assessed, the better it is. Having that title, autism or special need challenges, dyslexia, or whatever it is, if you don't know what's ailing your child, you can't help your child to be
Right.
successful. And of course, sometimes the placement is not right in a public school setting, and a child needs to go out of district and go into a special needs school that will be able to better educate your child and get them to be the best that they can be, whatever level that. that will be.
Wow. Thank you so very much. And of course, we'll be hearing more intimate information and details as we prepare for a special event that's going to be taking place here on the GMAP Broadcast Network yet in October. And of course, you will be hearing from this young lady. She will be one of our panel guests. You can call in, ask questions, find out more intimate information and details. TaLeana, I just want to thank you once again so much for taking time out.
Thank you for having me.
Being here today, and you're more than welcome. You are more than welcome. And of course, we will be inviting you back to find out, what's going on with you in the future and what we can do once again to assist you. With that being said, once again, stop by our platform, click on our partners. You'll see her logo placed there. Click on that logo. It will take you to the necessary location to find out more intimate information and details about her as well as the organization. Until next time, I want you all to be blessed and continue to be a blessing to others. Peace. God bless you. Take care. Take it easy. And of course, if it's good to you, take it twice. TaLeana, I appreciate you. I look forward to talking with you again soon. Until then, you have a fantabulous rest of your day, okay?
Okay, thank you so much for having me, and God bless.
God bless you.
Hello and welcome. My name is TaLeana Williams Hurst. I'm the CEO and President of Wilding Xavier's Autistic Kids Can Do. Today, we invite you to join the Say Yes to the Powerful Possibilities campaign. This campaign stands for the proposition that everything is possible for our children. The Say Yes to Powerful Possibilities is raising $100,000 in working capital in the next 8 weeks to strengthen our organization and better service our children. We created the Say Yes to Powerful Possibilities campaign on the Indiegogo platform to strengthen our organization and provide additional programming opportunities for our children. In return for your support, we are offering 3 Wilding Xavier's branded rewards that provide more value than we are requesting. When you say yes to the Powerful Possibilities campaign, you will be enabling us to grow and provide next-level service to our children and provide them with the first-class services they richly deserve. Say yes to Powerful Possibilities, and thanks for sharing our vision and our victory.